Hey there, music lovers! Today, we're taking a deep dive into the life of one of the most famous music legends in the world, Elvis Presley. You may know him as the king of rock and roll, but there's so much more to his story. From a small-town boy with big dreams to a global icon who changed music forever, Elvis left behind a legacy that still inspires millions today. So sit back, relax, and join us as we explore the unforgettable life and career of Elvis Presley. Let's get started. Elvis Aaron Presley was born on January 8, 1935, in a small two-room house in Tupelo, Mississippi. His parents, Vernon and Gladys Presley, were poor but loving. Sadly, Elvis had a twin brother, Jesse, who was stillborn. This made Elvis an only child, and he became very close to his parents, especially his mother. Growing up, Elvis was shy and quiet, but he had a strong interest in music. He sang in church and listened to gospel, country, and blues, styles that would later shape his sound. When Elvis was 13, his family moved to Memphis, Tennessee, looking for better opportunities. And it was in Memphis where his journey to fame would begin. In 1953, at age 18, Elvis walked into Sun's studio to record a song as a gift for his mother. The owner, Sam Phillips, heard something special in Elvis's voice and invited him back. In 1954, Elvis recorded That's All Right, a fast, energetic version of a blues song. It was different. It wasn't just country or blues. It was something new. People had never heard anything like it. With the help of guitarist Scotty Moore and bassist Bill Black, Elvis started performing live. His unique sound and electric stage presence got people talking. Soon, he was traveling around the South, shaking his hips and driving crowds wild. In 1955, Elvis signed a deal with RCA Records, and his fame exploded. In 1956, he released Heartbreak Hotel, which became a huge hit. That same year, he starred in his first movie, Love Me Tender. He was everywhere, on the radio, TV, in movies. And people either loved him or were shocked by him. Some adults thought he was too wild, but teenagers couldn't get enough. His moves were bold, his style was cool, and his voice was unforgettable. Songs like Hound Dog, Jailhouse Rock, and Don't Be Cruel turned him into a superstar. He became one of the first true teen idols. Elvis didn't just sound different. He looked different too. With his slick black hair, flashy outfits, and swiveling hips, Elvis had a style all his own. He brought fashion, attitude, and energy to the stage. He mixed country, gospel, rhythm and blues, and rock into one exciting new genre. His music wasn't just about the beat, it was about emotion. You could feel the heartbreak in Love Me Tender, the fun in Blue Suede Shoes, and the power in If I Can Dream. And his voice? Smooth, strong, and full of soul. In 1958, just as he was reaching the peak of his fame, Elvis was drafted into the U.S. Army. Many thought this would end his career. But Elvis took it seriously. He served for 2 years in Germany, and during that time, he met a young girl named Priscilla Beaulieu, who would later become his wife. Even though he was away, fans never forgot him. And when he returned to the U.S. in 1960, he was welcomed back as a hero. In the 1960s, Elvis focused more on making movies than music. He made over 30 films, including hits like Blue Hawaii, Viva Las Vegas, and G.I. Blues. While many critics didn't love the movies, fans couldn't get enough of Elvis on screen. He continued to release music too, with songs like Can't Help Falling in Love and Return to Sender. But by the mid-60s, musical tastes were changing. Bands like the Beatles and the Rolling Stones were taking over. Some people wondered, could Elvis still be the king? In 1968, Elvis answered that question loud and clear. He returned with a TV special simply called Elvis, now known as the '68 Comeback Special. Wearing black leather and performing live with a band, Elvis reminded everyone just how powerful he was. It was raw, real, and full of energy. He sang his old hits and showed the world he still had it. The special was a huge success and launched a new phase of his career. After his comeback, Elvis started performing regularly in Las Vegas. He became known for his glamorous stage shows, complete with sparkly jumpsuits, big bands, and screaming fans. He played over 600 sold-out shows in Vegas. Crowds from around the world came to see him perform hits like Suspicious Minds and Burning Love. But behind the scenes, Elvis was struggling. He was tired, overworked, and relying more on prescription drugs to keep going. In 1967, Elvis married Priscilla, and in 1968, they had a daughter, Lisa Marie Presley. But fame and pressure took a toll on their marriage. They divorced in 1973, though they stayed close as parents. Elvis continued to tour, but his health began to suffer. He gained weight, his energy dropped, and fans noticed he wasn't the same. Despite this, he kept performing. He loved his fans and music too much to stop. On August 16, 1977, Elvis Presley died at the age of 42 at his home, Graceland, in Memphis. His sudden death shocked the world. Fans were heartbroken. The king of rock and roll was gone too soon. Millions mourned. Radio stations played his songs non-stop. People lined the streets near Graceland to say goodbye. But while Elvis may have left us physically, his music never did. Even after his death, Elvis became even more famous. Graceland became a museum, visited by over 600,000 people every year. His albums continue to sell millions of copies. And his image, young, cool, and confident, remains one of the most recognized in the world. He inspired artists like Michael Jackson, Bruce Springsteen, Prince, and many more. His impact on pop culture is huge. Elvis movies, impersonators, tribute shows, and documentaries keep his memory alive. From Tupelo to Memphis, from Vegas to the world, Elvis's journey is one of the most iconic in music history. He didn't just sing songs. He changed the way music sounded, looked, and felt. He brought black and white music styles together. He made the guitar cool. He gave voice to youth in a time of change. He was and always will be the king. 1. Elvis never wrote any of his hit songs, but he made each one his own. 2. He had more than 150 albums and singles certified gold, platinum, or multi-platinum. 3. His home, Graceland, is the second most visited house in the U.S. after the White House. 4. Elvis bought his mom a pink Cadillac. The car became one of his trademarks. 5. He loved peanut butter, banana, and bacon sandwiches. 6. He recorded over 600 songs, and many are still played today. 7. Elvis won 3 Grammy Awards, all for his gospel recordings. 8. He served in the Army for 2 years and didn't try to avoid it, even though he was already a star. 9. He had a black belt in karate. 10. In 2022, a biopic called Elvis introduced his story to a whole new generation. So, why does Elvis Presley still matter today? Because he broke barriers. Because he was bold. Because he wasn't afraid to be different. He opened doors for rock, pop, country, and soul artists. He brought people together through music. And most of all, his music still moves people. Whether it's your grandma humming Can't Help Falling in Love, or a kid discovering Jailhouse Rock on TikTok, Elvis's voice keeps finding new hearts. Thanks for watching, everyone. If you enjoyed this video about the one and only Elvis Presley, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to our channel, and leave a comment below. What's your favorite Elvis song, or your favorite Elvis moment? Let's keep the memory of the king alive. One story, one song, and one video at a time. Until next time. Long live the king of rock and roll!